reaches the time, thank you. And when the person reaches the time that is mean time, that is the average time that should have been taken, then the yellow card will be shown. And finally, when the maximum time that a role or a speech requires is reached, the red card is shown. After that, every speaker or role player gets 30 seconds to wind up their role in order to be qualified for the awards that will be conducted at the.
We shall also be making sure that the table topic speakers take not go by just the 30-second prescription for the rest of the roles and speeches. So the table topic speakers, in order to qualify, must speak for at least 1 minute, and the green card will be shown at 1 minute. So that's the time that the table topic speakers should note. I'll be presenting the timer's report if required. The timer of the meeting does not take over. I'll be presenting the timer's report at the end of the meeting when the general evaluator calls me. Back to you, Madam Toastmaster of the meeting. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Rolisina, for taking impromptu role. And I also would like to thank you all the auxiliary role players for explaining their roles so well. So moving on, our first secret, that is make a to-do list and execute that effectively. Early to bed, early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. These are the words of Benjamin Franklin. Benjamin Franklin was used to wake up early in the morning around 5 a.m. He was always ready to execute the task made by him before the day of the next day. That helped him to be successful in many ways. 4 hours of reading in the early morning helped him to know the world. 6 hours of work in a day helped him to invent most of the things. I'm giving here one example, the lightning rod. He used to utilize his 3 hours in the evening in the fruitful discussion with the family and the friends, which helped him to become a better politician. This was not only one day task. He used to follow these every day. So everyday preparation collection had created a great impact on his life. Likewise, in Toastmaster meeting, the prepared speech section help us to become a better speaker. Let's witness with the 2 speakers today in our meeting. The first speaker is Toastmaster Payang. Before calling him on the stage, I would like to invite his speech evaluator, Toastmaster Anand Kumar. Please share his speech objectives. Over to you, Toastmaster Anand.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Santosh. Just give me a second. Yeah, so the speaker is Toastmaster Payang, and he will be delivering the speech. I'd not like to state the speech title because that's something which is the PMOD will do just in a while, but the speech will be from level 1, project 2, and the pathway's name is effective coaching. This is, as I said, this is second project, but in this very project itself, there are 3 different projects. So it is the first speech in this very project itself. So the purpose of this project is for the member to present a speech on any topic, receive the feedback, and apply the feedback in the second speech. So I wish the speaker the very best, and I'm really looking forward to this speech. It's over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Anand. Toastmaster Payang, he is from the Itanagar, Arunachal Pradesh. He is a keen learner. When I asked him what is the secret of success, he said, knowing and being aware of who you are as a person, what excites you, what keeps you going, and where do you want to see yourself in times to come is the key of success. Toastmaster Payang, an ugly experience, Toastmaster Payang.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Santosh Devi. Yeah, my my theme is today an ugly experience. So um, we graduated, me and my friends, we graduated from our law institute a couple of weeks ago. And after completing law, every law students have to enroll themselves. So we as a law students who have just completed our LLB, we now have to go to the Guwahati High Court and enroll ourselves and register our names. So before that, I will say that the High Court of Assam, Arunachal, uh, Sikkim, Nagaland, and Mizoram, we all have the same High Court at Guwahati. So as Arunachalis, we have to go there and enroll ourselves at Guwahati. So for this, we decided that we should take our own personal vehicle. We thought that this would be much more comfortable. We would have more freedom. And with that in our mind, we decided that we should leave early, and we did left early on the 2nd of this month. So there is one thing though. The High Court of Guwahati is open for administrative work only up until 1. So after that, they won't accept any enrollment from law students. So we had to reach Guwahati by 1 p.m. anyhow. So we left early, and it was quite an interesting ride. We had fun, we enjoyed, and we reached Guwahati, the capital of Assam, by 12:30 or so. So what happened in Guwahati is that we were not too far from the High Court. Only a few kilometers were left, and we were in the middle of the main highway with lots of vehicles, cars around. So we were driving that way. So what happened is that all of a sudden, there comes one traffic police, and he signals us to stop and beckons us to park our vehicle on the roadside. So we were surprised that what's going on? Why is he stopping us? So, but we complied and parked our vehicle. So then he came to us. He approached us and started inquiring about us. And he asked us to show all the documents. And we complied again. We showed him our DL, driving license, our insurance, RC, pollution, everything. So everything was clear. So we thought that, okay, all the documents is okay. It's perfectly fine. So he should let us go now. But still, I don't know what happened to him. There was something bothering him, okay? And he was not leaving us. He was still looking for something inside the car. He was still searching for something. And after some time, it was almost like that he wanted to find a fault in us so that he could incriminate us. So we felt like that. And that's exactly what happened. After some time, he exclaimed, aha, look at this. Etusa. You guys have tinted glasses. And by law, tinted glasses on a vehicle is not allowed. So you have just broken the law. And we were like, what? What are you talking about? Who says tinted glasses aren't allowed? He said, it is the law of the land, and we are doing it for many years. But we said, no, that's wrong. That's wrong. The SC had passed a judgment, and in it, the Honorable Supreme Court judge, he stated that that a vehicle must have, if it is tinted, it must have at least 50% or more visibility in the side glasses, and for the front and rear windshield, it must be at least 70% or more visibility. So we argued him back that, and he was adamant, no, hobo. He was arguing back, and we were so mad at him, and we were like, we immediately felt that he was up to something. He just wants to suck money out of us, and we felt that we argued him back. This is daylight robbery. I mean, why only us? There are so many other vehicles. Why not stop them? Stop them too. And some of them even have more darker tinted glasses than ours. But still, he was like, nah, only you. I'm picking on you. So at that time, I was in a dilemma, whether to continue arguing with him or just pay him some money. I even had the idea, I was thinking that maybe I should take out my phone and start recording everything and share it, stream it live on the social media. But since we were getting late, we had to reach the Guwahati High Court by 1 p.m. and it was already like 12:45, 50. So I decided I should just pay him some money as a token of love, as a gift. So I thought I should do that and get out of this quagmire that we were stuck in. So what I did is I requested him to come towards a secret place. I mean, where there's no one else. And I said, "Sir, you look like a very good person. You must be having a large hearted. You must be a good person. So please let us go. And will you kindly take some gift from us? Just a couple of $100." So, and he said like, "Okay, no problem. You too look like you guys are very decent kids, so I'll accept it." And I was like, "Yeah, so you're happy now, and we're happy too. So can we leave now?" He said, "Yeah, you guys can go, no problem." And before going, I said that now, hey, look, you must be very happy now. You are richer by a couple of $100. So go back to your family, buy your children some sweets, and have fun. And with that, we just left. We left for the High Court. So I would like to just conclude by saying this. Look, there's nothing positive or nothing very inspiring about my speech. It was just harsh reality of life. Um, Nothing very, optimistic or, no major takeaways. I just share a very ugly experience which me and my friends had there at Guwahati, and which many people, I guess some of you might have felt experienced it too, with police or traffic policemen. So yeah, that's my experience. That's why I was absent. I missed, yes, I mean the last meeting because of that. I was there at Guwahati. I really wanted to attend, but because of that, I was in Guwahati. So thank you very much, and back to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you so much, Eddie Peng. Next, moving on our before that, please provide your feedback for our first speaker, and I would request to Tech Master please share the feedback link. Okay, you can write in the chat box as well. Timer, please let me know when 45 minutes. Oh, sorry, seconds.
Yes, 45 seconds are over. You can continue.
Okay. Thank you so much, Rolly. You can write your feedback. The link mentioned in the chat box. So moving on, our second speaker, distinguished Toastmaster Raj Mehta. Before calling him on the stage, I would like to call on the stage his speech evaluator, distinguished Toastmaster Rolly Sinha.
Thank you so much, Madam Toastmaster of the meeting. Distinguished Toastmaster Raj Mehta will be delivering his speech on the Managing a Difficult Audience project. The purpose of this project is for him to practice the skills that are necessary for addressing audience challenges when he presents the speech or any kind of speech outside of the Toastmasters Club. As the speech evaluator, I shall be checking on the fact that the evaluation addresses and diffuses the challenges that are presented by the audience, and the speaker is able to exhibit professional behavior and respectful interactions with the audience members and use the strategies to refocus the audience on his speech. The member has 10 to 15 minutes to deliver his speech. The speech itself is supposed to be 5 to 7 minutes, but considering the audience's interruptions, we will regard the entire speech length to be 10 to 15 minutes. Thank you and welcome back, the Toastmaster of the meeting. Thank you.
Thank you so much, distinguished Toastmaster Rolisina. Raj Mehta, 2 times distinguished Toastmaster, and he is also a trainer in entrepreneurship, development, incubation, and innovation. He is a progressive learner and experimenter. His secret of success is perseverance. With that, the distinguished Toastmaster Raj Mehta, the importance of incubation, Raj Mehta. Over to you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Santosh Devi. Greetings, students and parents. Today, I shall be talking about importance of incubation, and I shall be covering some aspects about incubation, like what is incubation, what is an incubator, types of incubators, difference between an incubator and a co-working space, facilities in or benefits of an incubator, process of incubation of an idea, a case study, and then conclusion with a message. I am sharing these steps or all these topics in the chat so that you people can understand what I'm going to talk. Before I start, I would also like to make a request that please shut off your phones. In case you want to keep them off, you can use it only for making notes. Please do not disturb the other members in the audience. Few months from today, you shall be moving from your comfort zone of a college to the harsh realities of the corporate world. Your training and development department shall be arranging multinational companies to come on the campus and give a placement to you in their companies. How many of you would you not go in that interview session? Does it mean that you all will go to the interview session and would like to do some job?
Definitely.
Definitely.
Definitely. Thank you very much. Why don't you think that instead of becoming an employee, you become an employer? Instead of becoming a job seeker, you become a job giver. You must have some points for not becoming a job giver or an employer. There must be some feeling of fear that you may fail if you would start your own business. Today
Not
I shall be,
necessarily.
sorry,
Not necessarily.
not necessarily, but there may be some other reasons. But today I shall be telling you about a process with the help of which you would be able to succeed in your business. I'm not saying that it is 100% failure-proof process, but with the help of this process, most of the people who have gone under this process have succeeded. The process is known as incubation. You must have heard this word, incubation. In general terms, we say that an incubation is a process in which a newly born baby is taken care of under some special conditions and facilities so that the baby is able to face the harsh conditions of the outside world and is able to grow in such a way that when the baby is outside of the incubator, he survives the full life. Today, I won't be talking about the incubation of a baby. I shall be talking about incubation of an idea, because idea is the sole proprietary thing of yours with which you can convert yourself as an employer. And for converting that idea into a product or process or service or algorithm or app or anything of that sort, you need an environment. That environment is known as incubator. So incubator is an organization or a facility in which people having some good idea want to convert that idea with the help of mentoring and financing and other facilities, so that when they are out of the incubator, they have something in their hand. It may be a prototype, it may be an app, or it may be something which requires some testing before it goes to the market finally. There are many types of incubators. Some incubators are based on the sector in which they are working. Some may be like chemical engineering based incubators, some may be mechanical engineering based incubators.
The speaker, but like I've got a quick question. Why is it necessary for everyone to become an entrepreneur or go in incubation? Like everybody doesn't have the same priorities, so aren't we like kind of a cliche thing, and we are pushing every people to become an entrepreneur or go in incubation? People might have different priorities.
Thank you, Mr. Anand. I really appreciate your observation. We all cannot be employers. Somebody has to be employee. But at the same time, what do you think of yourself becoming an employer? Why not we try to become an employer? A person can become employee at any time if you have the qualifications. But is it not a good feeling that you are giving employment to others and you are generating products, you are making something new which shall be beneficial to the society? So in a way, we would be able to serve this society to the larger extent than just becoming an employee. Now I would like to continue I was talking about types of incubators, and I was saying that incubators can be on the basis of the industry in which they are operating, like chemical engineering, like mechanical, aeronautics and other things. At the same time, incubators are also divided on the basis on the activities which are being done there. For example, technology business incubator, in which the team works on an idea and then converts.
Sorry to interrupt, Toastmaster Raj, but how do you classify yourself as an incubator? Are you one of the incubators?
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Shubham. Yes, I'm a coordinator of one of the incubators of IIT Delhi. IIT Delhi has 4 incubators, 2 on the IIT Delhi main campus, another on IIT Delhi Sonipat campus, and one at IIT and one at ITO. So I am the coordinator of that incubator, in which we are housing 6 companies, and so there is some more space. So in case you are interested, you can also come and start your incubation there. Now, continuing, Shubham, I suppose means I was able to give your answer. Continuing with my talk, I would like to say that there are other 2 types of incubators. One is technology business incubator, and second is startup incubator. In the technology business incubator, we convert an idea into a process or product or service or algorithm or app, and then it is tested there with the help of any facilities available in the incubator. But in the startup incubators, what we do, we develop the already to some extent business in the incubator with the help of financing and other facilities. At the same time, we also do patent filing. So that is startup based incubators. Now moving on to the facilities which are available. Why incubators are not co-working spaces? Because there are many things which are not available in the co-working spaces. Co-working spaces, if you talk about, they only have a sitting place and some e-tables and some AC and lighting and all these things. You will not have the facilities or the environment which you will have in the incubator. For example, you will have mentors. These mentors may be mentors in the field of finance, industry, means in your particular sector, and technology and market and all that. Similarly, you will have finance. This finance can be arranged by the incubator or the organization which is housing the incubator, and this finance will be available to you in different forms. It may be grant, it may be loan, it may be investment. If you talk about grant, there are many government departments which will give you grant and which is free. Once it is given to you, it is totally yours. Nobody will ask you how you're going to use. And some examples of the institutions which are giving grant are Department of Science and Technology and BIREC. Similarly, loan is also given to the incubators, and this loan is available at a very nominal rate. Most of the times the loan is by the incubators. And third is investment. In case you do not want to return the loan and if you're not able to get any grant, you can take the money from the incubator or some other source against some investment. So that investment comes against some equity. You will have to share or give away some part of your equity. It may be 2%, 3%, depending on the amount which you will be asking for. Now, I shall be telling you about the process of incubation. And for that, I will just take an example. Suppose there is a boy named Anand, and some idea strikes in his mind that there can be something which can give benefit of many things. For example, he wants to combine an air conditioner, a heater, a humidifier, or maybe something else. And he thinks that it is a good idea, but he first wants to check whether it is good or not. He would talk with some of the people who are working in this area, like the people who are working in the air conditioning area, people who are working in the mosquito repellent, other things. Then he would find some friends who are interested in that. Then he would find somebody who will be able to give some kind of mentoring. Once all these things are done, they would make a survey in the market whether such a product will have some demand in the market. Because it is not that the team shall make something and at the end, after the completion of the process or the product, they find that the product is not having any demand in the market. So market demand assessment must be done before you start working on that idea. After that, everything is there, team is there, demand assessment is there, and somebody is there to help you. They will apply for the incubation. There are set forms in different institutes, and once the application is received, in IIT Delhi, the application is received by me. I would give a first cursory appraisal of the application, that it shall be put to my CEO, who shall just see whether the application is worth considering or not. Then it is put to an expert committee. In this expert committee, there are experts in industry, there are experts in the technology, there are experts in the management, there are experts in incubation, there are experts in finance.
Sorry to disturb you, Mr. Raj, but could you please speak a little slower? I'm unable to understand what you are speaking so fast.
Is there something particular you think you have missed? So I
missed everything after you mentioned that we could share equity with somebody. I just lost you after that.
Thank you, Shubham. So I was talking about a case study. I had taken a case of one Mr. Anand, and who has got some idea. He wants to combine many equipments which are already available in the market into one. And then he would be talking with some of his friends whether they are also agreeable with the idea. Then maybe he will find somebody who will mentor it. After that,
why do we always keep talking about only products as one of the incubation? Why something invention has to be there in products? Why not on the service side?
Yeah, you are right. So it is not that we are ultimately seeking some products. So in case you want to come up with some service which is not available in the market, and you don't, or if it is available, the competition is not there, then you are welcome to incubate that. Okay, now I would like to continue with your.
Sure.
And I would try to speak in such a way that you are able to understand it. Well, after that, the team shall submit an application. That application first shall be seen by me, then it shall be seen by my CEO, and we shall consider whether it is worth putting up to the expert committee. That expert committee will have some expert member in the field of finance, management, incubation, industries, sector specific experts and all that. After that, the team shall be invited for a talk and presentation. Once it is done, QA session will be done, and if the team is able to satisfy the members of the expert members of the committee, the team shall be allowed to incubate on their idea. Once they are allowed, they shall be given a modular space, which may be of any size. In IIT Delhi, it starts from 185 square feet up to 340 square feet. In case in future the team increases, and they may be given more than one module. Once the process is going in, after completion of 3 months, a review is done, and if we find that the team is working on track and they would be able to come up with some product or process or app or whatever it is, we offer them some funding. That funding it depends whether they apply for grant. If they want to apply for a grant, then we ensure that such a grant is available. We will explore different departments of the government or maybe some other international bodies which are giving grants. Similarly, we shall also explore avenues for a loan, and in case they are ready to give some of their equities, and they so investment shall be arranged. Similarly, we shall be regularly reviewing the technology development or the process or the progress in the incubation. And whenever we feel that the team is not working properly or they are lacking in their idea or they need some technological help, we shall also provide technical expert to the team. Generally, a team is given, when an idea is given, a time of 2 years for completion. Sometimes people are able to complete it before that, but in case that they're not able to complete it in 2 years, they are given an extension of 1 year. But that extension of 1 year is given at an incubation charge. This incubation charge is very nominal. Most of the teams are able to bear it. In case they are not able to bear it, they can take loan from FITT or from the incubator, but that loan has to be returned once the incubation is over. So this is the process by which we ensure that the incubation idea which comes in an incubator gets successfully done, and we ensure from time to time that whenever there is a problem in the process of the incubation, we are there to help them. I hope that with this, you will have confidence in starting your own startup, in starting your own business or working on your own idea. Whenever you need any help, you can just contact me. I shall be there to help you in doing incubation in IIT Delhi. Thank you very much, and over to the Toastmaster.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, distinguished Toastmaster, for sharing in and outs of importance of incubation. Please provide your feedback to distinguished Toastmaster Raj Mehta and link in the chat box, feedback link. Timer, please let me know when 45 seconds are up.
I am Toastmaster of the meeting. You can continue. Yeah.
Thank you, Rolly. I would request to Tech Master, please launch the poll for the best speaker. Please vote, everyone. Thank you so much. So moving on, our second secret, that is keep problem solving mind in any unexpected situation. I'm talking about the Benjamin Franklin. In his childhood, he had to help his father to make the soap and wax, but he was not interested in that task, in that work. Instead of staying with the undesired task that was hampering his daily routine, he resolved the problem by taking a decision to run away from the house and to search a job in which he was interested. The unexpected situations come in the life, but how to react to that situation is the most important thing. And in Toastmaster meeting, the table topic section is all about the unexpected situation in which table topic master will provide you the unexpected topic on which you have to react with your thoughts and the opinion. So for today's meeting, we have table topic master, distinguished Toastmaster Rolisina. When I asked about her secret of success, she said, stay focused on the goal and don't give up, no matter what challenges comes on your way. But she said she followed that because she has been the member of Toastmasters since 2017, and I never seen her to miss a single meeting. So with that, I would like to invite distinguished Toastmaster Rolisina to conduct the session. Over to you, Rolisina.
Thank you so much, Madam Toastmaster of the meeting. For the benefit of everyone, impromptu speeches are not delivered just in a Toastmasters meeting. Your boss comes up to you and gives you a difficult project assignment. Do you say yes? Or do you say, I'll think about it? If your parent comes up to you and says, you have to stay home, today is Ganesh Chaturthi, you have to celebrate the festival, do you say, no, I have to go for my party, I've already committed? Or do you respond with, all right? So you see, impromptu situations are occurring in our lives all the time. And the way that we present our thoughts are going to decide whether that boss is going to go away without burdening you with a challenge, and that parent is going to go away and let you dress up in peace for your party? Or are you just going to comply with all of that is burdened on you and shed on you like a load that you have to carry forever in life? For today's meeting, the theme is secrets of success. In today's meeting, in this particular segment, I'd like to know what your secrets of success are. And you will get 1 to 2 minutes of time to present that information. Remember, a table topic is nothing but your own opinion. You cannot be wrong, you cannot be right, it is your opinion. So do not ever think that you cannot express yourself. Just say whatever comes into your heart, whatever you feel should be the right thing to say in that particular moment, and we'll all accept it with an applause. We'll also give you a thumbs up if you choose the word of the day and include it in your speech. The word of the day is triumph. And I know that whoever I call to the stage today will triumph without any kind of issues. So just to lead the way and make the way for all the table topic speakers today, I'd like to welcome on stage somebody who has been doing a great job on table topics and has also delivered a speech today. He is one of the most enthusiastic table topic speakers that we can invite. And I'd like to invite Toastmaster Payang to lead the way today. Toastmaster Payang, would you unmute yourself, please?
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. Thank you for that introducing me. Yeah.
Thank you so much. So, Toastmaster Eddie, I'd like to mention some words of another person, and I'd like to know your opinion on it, okay? This is said by Debashish Mridha, that the secret of success is the persistent practice of making choices. The secret of success is the persistent practice of making choices. Eddie Payang.
Okay. The secret, thank you very much, distinguished Toastmaster Rolly Sinha. So my topic is the secret of success is persistent use of persistent choice. Persistent choice. Okay.
Practice of making choices.
Practice of making choice. Yeah, I think success demands, a focused approach. And if you are focused on something, you have to take persistently, consistently right decision. And yes, it's not easy to take right decisions because often we get deviated. Sometimes we are very impulsive. Sometimes our mind get distracted. So we have to train our mind to be more disciplined and take control of ourselves and know the situation, know ourselves that every time we do things right, every time we do what we have to do, what we should do, that will lead us to where we have planned to reach. I mean, our final destination. So yeah, all successful people, they are good in they are good in taking consistent decisions regularly, every day. So yeah, thank you very much, and back to you, distinguished Toastmaster Rolly Sinha.
Thank you so much. That was such a nice way of dealing with this topic. Now I'd like to invite one of our guests. I'm not sure if is UNDP Myanmar here? Would you like to share your name?
I'm Mannat. Sorry, I had put this name for the Model United Nations conference, and
And how did that go?
it was great.
Yeah. Yeah, I had somebody else also attending that. So I'm glad that you guys had a good time. So Manat, would you like to take up the next topic?
Yeah, I'll go ahead.
Okay, are you going to switch on your video, sir?
Can I go next? Somebody's come at my door. I need to go and take that.
Sure, absolutely. Sumit, you're my next choice. Would you like to go?
Sure.
All right, great. Okay, again, a different opinion, which I'd like your opinion on. That the secret of success in life is time rightly used. The secret of success in life is time rightly used. Sumit Kumar.
The secret of success is the time rightly used. I agree with this statement 100%. And I can give you a few examples from my personal life. Ever since I've stepped into the corporate world, I've used my time quite properly, I would say. And that is the reason because of which I've been able to achieve things that I've achieved till now. And the thing is, every day, all of us have got the same 24 hours. You, me, Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, the richest person on this earth, or the other folks, all of us have got the same 24 hours. It is on us to decide how we spend it. And it is on us to decide how we manage it. For the only difference between, say, me, you, or someone who is ultra successful in their career is that those people are micromanaging every second of their life. And those people are leading a lot better life than us in comparison to the all aspects of life. When I say, when we look at successful people, the thing that we feel is that those people are missing out on the fun of their life, but that's not the case. Those people, they enjoy everything. Why? Because they manage every second of their day in such a way that they are able to give time to almost everything. So they give time to their fun, they give time to their job, they give time to their family. So it is all about how you manage the time and how you basically go ahead and lead a successful life. So if we all understand how we manage our time, we'll basically have a triumph and will basically achieve success in our life. That is from my side. Thank you.
Thank you so much, guest Sumit Kumar. That was very well addressed. I agree with everything that you said, and I really appreciate the way you snuck in the word of the day over there in your concluding statement. Thank you so much for taking the topic. Now I'd like to see if Shatakshi would like to go ahead. Shatakshi?
Yeah, here I am.
Awesome. Now we can see you as well. That's so
Yeah,
nice.
quite nervous. Hello, everyone. I can see everybody. Hello.
Okay. Shatakshi, because you've already said that you're nervous, I'd like to know how you overcome your nervousness to succeed in face of challenges.
Okay.
How do you overcome your nervousness in face of challenges to take your success? Okay, Shatakshi.
Good evening, everybody. This topic is actually very close to my heart because I have always been a nervous child. But here I would like to mention few people in my life who have actually prodded me towards the path of success. To get over nervousness, my mantra is face it till you break it. Because I have been, I still remember back in my first standard, I was given a thought of the day to present on the stage. And I still remember that as a light cannot lamp without oil, so a body cannot live without soul. This was the actual statement I was given to present on the stage, and I did it well because we had this chit, and my sister was there to take me to the stage and help me out. When I was in eighth standard, I started participating in extempore. The reason is I really wanted to get over this nervousness. There was a teacher, Mrs. Pramila Rao, madam, and she has been fabulous. She has been a fabulous soul, I would say. She is not here today with me, but I still remember her efforts. She just said to me one thing: never be sorry on stage. Never ever be sorry on stage, because you know better what you are speaking, and it happens to everybody. That really helped me out, and since then I have been completely a participant in every competition. I ended up participating in MUN. I ended up winning a zonal competition in debate, and then I represented in South Asian country. There was a university fest where all the members from South Asian universities would gather just to present, and it wasn't a competition. So yeah, that's my very simple one word mantra to triumph the life and to triumph the failure actually. Break it till you make it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Shatakshi. I think I will remember this. Face it and make it until you break it. That was fabulous. Now I'd like to see if Toastmaster Ekta would like to take on another topic. That will probably be our last topic for this segment.
I would love to, although I do not like this segment of TMI, but it's such a long time somebody has called me a Toastmaster, so I must thank you for that. So, please.
I told you in District 41, this is what we believe. The mother of District 41, distinguished Toastmaster Jennifer Ghosh, has said this, and we all abide by it. Once a Toastmaster, always a Toastmaster. So I hope that you rejoin your Toastmaster journey very soon. In fact, the virtual platform allows you to attend the Toastmasters Club's meetings anywhere in the world. So take the opportunity. Okay, now to your topic. Always let your talent do the talking. Always let your talent do the talking, never your tantrums. Never your tantrums. Toastmaster Ekta Pandey.
I would like to take 10 seconds to gather my thoughts. Just a minute.
Sure, sure.
Okay, so good evening, everyone. I would like to actually, this is something very close to my heart, that your talent can only be proved by your actions, not by showing tantrums. And I remember I was very young when I started working at Dr. Reddy's, and you're kind of a snob. I came from VIT, and you get this feeling, okay, we are coming from this university, and like it was not a very mature thing to do. Of course, now I feel like that about it, and we expected certain things. So we expect certain behavior. Okay, we would be told these things, like you cannot talk to me like that. And first 3 months was terrible, because I realized the way I wanted people to talk to me was not how it was going. Like I demanded certain respect, and there were tears, there were and there were second thoughts, like, am I really in the right place? So for a minute, I really, like, we were assigned a specific mentor, and I went to Kiran ma'am. She was the head of the QC. She was the only woman like in the higher position, and she told me, like, why don't you just focus on your work? Like, I just snapped at me, like, why don't you focus on your work for a time being? So I requested my transfer in the facility where we're supposed to work alone, and I really focused myself in the work. So all the drama, all the debates, and nothing made me earn my respect in the team, and that one week did. So I realized in the one time, if you expect a certain respect, your brand or your reputation does make much of a difference. Maybe for first 2 days it will, but in the end, it's your work that speaks. So maybe first do your job first, and then look up, and then look around. So that's something which has always stayed with me. And yeah, like I don't really throw tantrums that much right now. Like Red days had beaten it out of me, but yeah, it was a good learning experience. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ekta. And I'm so glad that you were able to take that learning and employ it in your life. I think you've done a very good job. And I know that only Manat is left, and Manat is very gracefully and very nicely switched on a video. Manat, I said you switch on your video and switch off your video. No, not done. All right. Manat, I'm going to give you a topic, and I hope that you will be able to take it up. I know that you're much younger than all of us, and it is a difficult thing. But I also know that you're very mature, and I'd like to see if you'll take this one. That the secret of success is not sitting on a chair and ordering for work to get done, but going out and getting it done. The secret of success is not on sitting on a chair and ordering for the work to get done, but to go out and get it done. Give William Manat Kaur.
I'll take 10 seconds to think about it.
Sure. Manat, would you like to begin?
Yes, I would. Just 1 second.
Please switch on your video as well.
Visible?
Yes, we can see you. Go ahead.
My topic is the secret of success is not on sitting on a chair and ordering for work to be done, but going out and getting it done. Indeed, this is very true, because if we are sitting here and we're just ordering people to maybe get the content write-up done, or maybe get the content for the social media done for propagating our company, then they won't know the direction. I mean, what to write, how to rightly portray the company to the whole world, in particular, if I have to say. So if I take the example of a normal team, a good team leader is the one who does not just sit, but who goes out and then tells the team members how to do that particular task. So if it is about maybe developing a software, or maybe looking into a design, then maybe a good team player, or a good team captain, or a good team leader will not just sit there and tell them that, okay, we want the design part of the software to be done by today. No, he should guide them that, okay, this is how, like, you can choose the various hues like this, you can choose a good pattern that could be made is something like this, a good color combination could be made. So when you guide them, when you give them a direction that this is where you want the software to be developed, this is how the design you want, how formal you want it, what colors you want it. Like Toastmasters International has a color code, like that's the dark maroon, and also he guides them, okay, these are the 4 colors we want in our company's logo. He tells them that, okay, this should be there in the logo, this should be the branding, the marketing analysis. If he guides them and tells them, okay, this is where you have to take the company towards, then it'll be quite easy. And that's the ideal team leader anybody should have, and anybody should become. So in the end, I'd like to quote something. A leader is the one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. And on these lines I've spoken, and I think the topic given to me is indeed very true. And instead of just sitting there and ordering what is to be done, we should go out, blend in with the other team members, and then show that as a leader, show them the way in which we want the company to flourish further. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Cavalier Manat. You also reminded me of distinguished Toastmaster Rupinder Singh, who always says this, that a leader is the one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. Thank you so much. My learning from this table topic segment was that there have been some wonderful teachers in our lives who have taught us so much and who have told us how to go about our lives and succeed. They are the reasons we are where we are today. And I'm glad that each one of you has taken this time to recognize their contribution in your success. I believe that the secret of success also lies in the humility that we have and the acknowledgement that we give to others who have contributed to us being where we are. I am very happy that our tech master has been absolutely prompt, and I'd like him to launch the poll for the best table topic speaker now. Toastmaster Alok, will you be able to do that? Thank you. We just have one person who needs to vote, perhaps.
I'm having co-access rights as well, so I'm not unable to vote, I think.
Okay, so you can just probably send a message to Toastmaster Jatin.
Okay.
As to who you'd like to vote for, and then we can take it from there. Thank you so much. With that, I'd like to call back on stage our wonderful Toastmaster of the meeting and resume the sharing of the secrets of success. Toastmaster Santosh Devi.
Thank you so much, distinguished Toastmaster, for conducting the session so well. And your way of conducting this session was wonderful. You made everyone comfortable on the stage so that everyone, I mean, most of the guests could speak so well. Thank you so much. So moving on, our third secret of success is examine your day. Ask yourself daily, what did you learn today? Did you complete the task which you had decided? Benjamin Franklin used to examine his day daily. Doing so helped him to rectify most of the problems, and that's helped him to become a person who knows everyone today. And evaluation is a powerful tool. In Toastmaster meeting, this powerful tool is the evaluation segment, in which general evaluator with the speech evaluators and the auxiliary role players will help us to improve our communication skills by providing the constructive feedback on our performance in the meeting. And general evaluator for today's meeting is Toastmaster Bhavya Jain. When I asked her about the success of secret, she said, firstly, one need to be clear about what they want to achieve and take small possible steps towards it. She is currently pursuing architecture and her hobbies are include reading and painting. With that, I would like to invite Toastmaster Bhavya Jain to conduct the session. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Santosh. And I would like you all to continue this clapping for all those people who came on the stage today, gave their speeches, and performed amazing roles. The meaning of success is different for each and every person, but how to measure it should be the same. To look at the small achievements that lead us towards the big achievements. Look at the ways that how we overcame all those challenges that came in our journey and where we went wrong and the times that we were absolutely terrific. The evaluation segment in Toastmasters also follows the same principle. There have been people who were observing us throughout the meeting and would tell us how we can improve and what were our strengths. This evaluation segment is divided into 3 parts. The first part is where the speech evaluators give their respective evaluation based on the guidelines given by Toastmasters International. And the second segment is where all the auxiliary role players come and give their reports based on various criteria like timings, hour counts, grammarian, and also we have an observational humorist today. And the third part is where I, as a general evaluator, would provide my overall evaluation for the meeting. So let's begin with the first segment, calling the speech evaluators who would be following the CRCS approach. So the first speech evaluator for today is Toastmaster Anand Kumar, who would be evaluating the speech of Toastmaster Eddie Payang. So let's welcome on stage Toastmaster Anand Kumar.
Thank you so much, Madam General Evaluator. And straight off front, I'd like to state this very fact that one of the things which, like, the speaker has in itself, and very few of the speakers carry this sort of thing, is the authenticity one brings onto the stage. And I'd like to iterate the same like how he actually did. There were actually 4 methods in which he used the same dialogue in 4 different technicalities. The first, when he mentioned, okay, we have everything and he should let us just go. The manner in which he said, he first built the tension. Now, in another dialogue where he was saying that you see, he just did not just came up with the intonation, but came up with the right appropriate gesture, which was like raw, like how we normally do in our daily lives, or how we see a policeman acting that, no, this is how the way the things are. The third was when he came up with the humor, like, no, only you are the only person who made that mistake. He came up with that very humor. He created that very humor from that very situation in which he was in. And fourth, that he used that very humor in a very satirical form. When he said, When the policeman actually said, or the traffic police, yes, you also look like a decent kid and I can just let you go away. So these were the four things, the four manners in which the speakers used different, the very same dialogue technique and used in four different manners. And this is something which was really very incredible. One quick thing which the speaker can tweak is that in the beginning, when he started mentioning about the place where he was going, where he was traveling to, he could have just set the scene. Now, this comes in two parts. First is the physical part, like the audience would have loved to know that how he was feeling. But the second part is more crucial, that his mental process of what he was going through in his mind, how tensed he was, how quickly he wanted to go over there, how quickly he wanted to wrap up the things and come back. So that's something which the audience would have wanted to hear more often. Uh, One just last quick tip would be that when if he begins his speech in the next time, if he delivers any other speech, he does not iterate his uh, speech title, because that's something which the audience already know about. He can reinstate that very speech title by just coming onto it time and again during his speech, but just to state that, yeah, see, this is my speech title. This is something like which does not help to cement your message, and at the same time, if it happens in the first few moments, then you're actually lost that very first 10-15 crucial seconds of yours. But yeah, the speaker has the authenticity, the speaker has the dialogue, the speaker has the intonation, the speaker knows how to use humor, and he just not knows how to use humor, but use it in the form of satire. So he can also use it in the form of a message when he wants to. So overall, the speech was really very nice, and I hope that the speaker is gonna use those tips if he finds that helpful, and he will come up more. And I'd love to hear more of his speeches in future. So to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Anand, for such a comprehensive speech evaluation. Now, I would like to welcome Toastmaster Roli Sinha for evaluating distinguished Toastmaster Raj Mehta's speech. Over to you, distinguished Toastmaster Roli.
Thank you so much, Madam General Evaluator. Distinguished Toastmaster Raj Mehta has taken on a phenomenal challenge today, managing a difficult audience. Although my job was to not concentrate on his speech, it is pretty much impossible when somebody is delivering a speech with so much content. I went from being just a passive listener to a very keen listener by the end of this speech, simply because the points that he had tried to illustrate, he put them right in the chat. So that sense of organization and structure that he had already compiled in his mind was translated very effectively to the audience. I especially liked the professionalism that he showed throughout the entire speech, while delivering it, while taking the audience's interruptions, and then resuming from where he had left off, so that that thread is never broken. Getting an audience is a difficult task. Sustaining an audience, it can be nearly impossible. But making the audience remember you even after you've delivered your speech is something that all of us are trying to aspire towards. And in that aspiration, I would like to share a few challenges for distinguished Toastmaster Raj Mehta. The first is that customizing the topic to the nature of the audience might be a little work towards making that speech sit in the audience's minds in a little better fashion. If I'm listening to a topic which is about incubation, which is about startups, which is about entrepreneurship, if it is customized to what I can do, because I cannot definitely go to IIT because I'm not an engineer, I'm not going to be able to charter or patent, it will be a little thing of detachment for me to relate completely to the topic. The second challenge that I'd like to share with distinguished Toastmaster Raj Mehta is they try to conclude the speech within the allotted time. The speech had to be concluded nearly 30 seconds before the last interruption, just so that the audience is left with the perfect completion of the speech and then gets an additional input as an answer to the question that has been asked. Finally, I have to admire him for the grace and politeness that he had shown, even when it seemed like a very direct personal feedback being shared in a public forum. He took it so nicely, and then he resumed the speech by saying, "With your permission." Those words made all the difference. And I feel that we're in for a treat next time distinguished Toastmaster Raj Mehta delivers his speech, and I promise not to be a difficult audience. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Roli, for your marvelous evaluation. Both the speech evaluators followed the CRCS approach and was very comprehensive. Now I would like to move on the second segment of the evaluation segment, which is the supplementary role players report. Firstly, I would be calling the someone who was very observative in the entire meeting and have been noting down very humorous points of all of us. So I'm very curious about what Toastmaster Jatin has written. So let's call upon stage Toastmaster Jatin Verma. Over to you.
Thank you, General Evaluator, for the introduction. I'm feeling like the child who parents ask in the front of relatives, "Beta naach ke dikhana hai." I'm literally feeling like that. So you have put me on the pedal to basically amuse yourself by my writing. So I would like to try. No harsh feelings towards anyone. Firstly, to the Anand, starting with the serial name, Anand. So he has a good background. I guess I can't see him right now. It was the best background that I can see, which was not virtual. So that's a really good compliment to it, because in India we usually have a towel hanging behind that or something like that. So kudos to him. And his obsession with studies is so much that he has NYU, New York University, in his Instagram handle. So I'm blown away with that. Someone having that much obsession with studies. And moving on to our MS Excel master, language artist Shubham Rastogi, whose favorite number is 7 or 9, I guess.
9.
Yeah. So I still remember. And if I will be a table topic master, I won't include 9 in my list so that he can choose some other number. So he's still, I guess you're working from office, I guess, by your background.
Right.
There was a power cut also. So I guess SchoolNet Limited pays his electricity bill on time.
Right.
So it doesn't happen from next time. Yeah. And moving on to our technical Guruji of the meeting. Oh, sorry, Sumit Kumar. Your mic was dangling like such. Like I come after the gym who just wants a bed. So kudos to that. I hope you fix it from the next time. I dangle at the same pace when I have a harsh physical session. So moving on to our first speaker, Eddie Payang. I am amazed that he has all the documents while traveling on the road. In Delhi, we don't even have a driving license. Still, we move in the highway. Like he had insurance, driving license, what not. I guess he will be carrying his passport also to show on the road. And I am just assuming that the glasses, those were tinted, are for right reasons, not the wrong one. Yes, and I hope the policeman bought sweets only for his children, not for something else, partying or I guess something else. And coming on to our senior distinguished Toastmaster Raj Mehta. He was as strict as my physics teacher when he asked all of us to keep our phone aside. No, like the phone was quite in my reach and I put completely off so that he doesn't get disturbed. And thank you for introducing for such an interesting topic. I would definitely want to read more about the incubation. Thank you for introduction. And then moving on to our serial table topic killer. No, serial table topic speaker, Mannat Kaur. She comes to the meeting only for the table topics. I admire her for that. Her enthusiasm for the table topics. Kudos to you. And Satakshi, I am pronouncing your name right, I guess. Yeah, so she still remembers the topic for the first standard. I was amazed. And her teacher, Pramila Rao ma'am, I don't even remember the last meal I ate. So kudos to you. And coming on to our mother of a club, or I guess I would like to call Mother Teresa of a club, Roli Sinha. She was female Kamal Hassan, I guess, doing the timer role, table topic master, speech evaluator, and president. I guess I'm waiting for the meeting in which all the roles are played by Roli Sinha, our president. We will be just an audience. I'm waiting for that day. And lastly, being a table topic master and timer at the same time is such an horrific task. It's like that being a co-pilot and the pilot of the same passenger flights. And the same flight of Pakistan International Airlines, where you don't need a license to fly. You can sit and just go on the way. So I guess that is for my report. I hope I make a small smile on your face. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Jatin. I must say you have an amazing sense of humor, super punches, and your observation skills are amazing. Like I was laughing throughout your report, so well done, Jatin. Next, I would like to call upon our counter for the day, Toastmaster Santosh Devi. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Bhavejan. I'm here with my report. Please have a round of applause for Toastmaster Roli Sinha, Toastmaster Anand Kumar, and Bhavejan, who didn't use any filler sound. Toastmaster Shubham used 2 R's and 2 N. Toastmaster Eddie Peng used 11 R's, 2 arms, and 3 N, and favorite word is so, used 5 times. Toastmaster Jatin used 4 R's and 4 N. Distinguished Toastmaster Raj Mehta used 12 R's, 3 R sound, and favorite word is used by thrice. Toastmaster Eddie Peng used 2 R's in the table topic session and 3 N. Toastmaster Mannat used 9 R's and 2 N. I also would like to, please have a huge round of applause for guest Sumit. He used only 1 R, and I remember in the last meeting, his R's number, I think 7. And Satakshi used 6 R's, and the favorite word is, used thrice. And Ekta Pandey used R's 4 times and so 4 times. That's all from my side. Over to you, Toastmaster Bhavejan.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Santosh, for such a detailed report. I loved how you started and ended on a positive note, and you remembered the count from the previous meeting also. So that was quite amazing. And I loved how you covered each and every speaker in the meeting. Next, I would like to call upon the language evaluator of the day, which is Toastmaster Shubham Rastogi. So over to you, Toastmaster Shubham.
Thank you so much, Evaluator Bhavya. In my report, I found more better usage of, you can say, phrases than the words. It was like a very knowledgeable session for me today. Starting with, I could not write all the phrases, but the few phrases that I like was lost time, never found. A leader is the one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. This is something I'm hearing for the first time, and I'll remember it for lifetime now. we used word of the way 3-4 times by everybody. I was looking for more usage of it, and I could see I was looking for that we could triumph in our meeting, that we could use it, but unluckily we could not have it. But definitely I'm looking for it in the next meetings, that we could use this word. Another good usage of word that I could note was the incubation, meaning it was so detailed, explained by our DTM Raj sir. The one word that Eddie used was tainted glasses. The word is especially unique, and it gives you already a feeling of how translucent your glass could be, 50 to 70%. I never knew about that law. Definitely in UP side, I definitely get caught sometimes for this, because even having only the black shades. The other word used was exhibit professional behavior, persistent practice, and we complied. As in, we already comply, we obey the rules and everything. This is all from my side. I was more engrossed into the meeting, and definitely I had a power cut, so I could take an excuse for that. Thank you. Back to you, General Evaluator Bhavya.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Shubham, for your detailed report, and all the phrases which we could hear in the meeting was again remembered. That was great. So now I would like to call upon the timer of the day, Toastmaster Alok Kujur, but I would also like to thank Toastmaster Roli, who was keeping up the track of time throughout the meeting. So thank you so much, Toastmaster Roli. Now I would like to call upon Toastmaster Alok.
Thank you, Toastmaster Bhavya. The meeting was started at 6:45 p.m. Toastmaster Roli of President managed to complete her segment in 6 minutes 10 seconds, despite taking the introduction of all the guests. Then coming to the keynote introduction, our keynote Toastmaster Santosh also managed to complete her introduction within 6 minutes. Then coming to the auxiliary role players introductions, where it went all haywire for me. Sorry for that. I might soon have to take a broadband connection, I guess. I assume all the auxiliary role player introductions were well within time. Now coming to the prepared speech segments, Toastmaster Reddy completed his speech in 6 minutes 30 seconds. Distinguished Toastmaster Raj Mehta finished his speech in 6 minutes 35 seconds, which is a very great thing, because we all know there were too many interruptions from our fellow Toastmasters, but he managed to complete his speech in 60 minutes 35 seconds. Coming to our table topic section, all our speakers were well within the time limit. In the evaluation section, Toastmaster Anand gave his evaluation in 3 minutes 28 seconds. Toastmaster Roli gave her evaluation in 3 minutes 37 seconds. Now coming to the auxiliary role play report, our humorist Toastmaster Jatin Verma gave his report minutes and our count 1 minute. This is all from my side. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Alok. Could you please confirm DTM Raj's speech timing? Was it 16 minutes 35 seconds?
Yes, it was 16 and 35 seconds.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you for your exhaustive report. I know you were facing very much internet connection, but you managed to play the role very well. So thank you for that. And I was also looking forward to your Excel sheet, which Toastmaster Alok always prepares for his timer's role. I think he was facing issues, so that's why he couldn't. But well done, Toastmaster Alok, and thank you, Toastmaster Roli, for helping us out. Now, I would like to begin with my overall evaluation for the meeting. Starting with Sergeant at Arms, Toastmaster Alok played the role very well of Surgeon at Arms today. He was very welcoming tone and performed his duty very well by stating out all the rules and regulations we need to take care about the nomenclatures and also mentioning he's the tech master. So well done, Toastmaster Alok, for that. Next, moving on to the Toastmaster of the day. Toastmaster Santosh brought a very amazing theme for us today, which was very enriching and very important in today's aspect where everyone is moving towards success and we don't know how to achieve it. I loved how she related the theme to every segment and had a proper introduction to every role player or speaker relating to the theme of the meeting. I liked how she was very calm and composed and didn't miss any single aspect in the meeting, whether it was calling out for polls or the introduction aspect or this evaluation in the chat box. So that was amazing. I liked how she asked questions in the beginning to engage all the audience very well. She was also available throughout the meeting to help if we need anything. So well done, Toastmaster Santosh. Moving on to our table topic master, Toastmaster Roli was wearing multiple hats today. I know it is very difficult to do speech evaluator along with table topic and on that timer's role also. So she was amazing today and she is a big inspiration for all of us. I think very few people can do this. So thank you so much, Toastmaster Roli. I loved how Toastmaster Roli had an amazing introduction to her role and very motivating and explained us how impromptu speaking is so important for us. She also didn't miss out to make us remember the word of the day once again. I would like to now move on to the table topic speakers. Toastmaster Eddie was very well, had spoken very well on how he believes in persistence and how we can apply in our day-to-day life. Toastmaster Sumit, I think it was his second or third table topic, and I can see the huge improvement he has made. He used the word of the day, added a personal stories, and beautifully explained his views on that topic and relating it to the successful people and how they have achieved it. Moving on to guest Satakshi, I loved how she, although being so nervous, she aced it, used so beautiful quotations, and had a beautiful personal story to it, which made her speech very unique. Also, guest Ekta, she also had a personal story and her talent did all the talking. Like she also had beautiful phrases in her speech. Amazing to guest Toastmaster Ekta. Moving on to Gavilian Manat, I think she also always aces the table topics by using quotations and she also talked about the very progressive ways which we can use to be a great leader. So well done all the speakers. I think you all were at triumph today. And talking about my overall observations in the meeting and the few things we can keep in mind for the next time would be firstly the nomenclature. Like I could see today, many people attending today had their nomenclature correct, but few of the guests and Toastmasters didn't. So if anyone is a guest in the meeting, they can rename themselves as guest underscore their name so that it is very easy to identify if there's any guest or someone is a role player or if someone is an EC officer, they can also add it in their name so that if anyone wants to contact that particular EC officer, it is easy to find. Also, we can always turn on our videos, and today I could see almost all of us had their videos on. So that's a very good thing to see. Another thing which I would like to add is to maintain the dignity to raise our hands before interrupting any speaker if he's speaking, because when we just randomly speak, it disrupts the flow of the speaker, and we can always use the raise hand option in Zoom meetings, which can allow the speaker to stop and answer that question according to their comfort. So that's all from my side. I love being the general evaluator in today's meeting. Now I would like to hand over the stage back to our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Santosh. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Bhavajan, and please have a round of applause for her. Okay. Would you please like to tell which 3 lessons we have learned today from Benjamin Franklin? Anyone, please? You can also write in the chat box. Okay. How many of you have heard एक दिन में क्या master बन जाओगे? Please raise your hand. Thank you so much. And I'm translating in English. Will you become a teacher in one day? I don't believe in it. For me, every day matters. Let me share one example here. Since my childhood, I love to play badminton, but I never played it in a professional fashion. And I got the opportunity to play badminton in a professional way in the second lockdown. And I play it regularly. And I could see the difference in me as well as others who comes twice in a week or who comes daily to play the badminton. I didn't miss a single day, even after getting the vaccine of coronavirus. And I still remember that day, Toastmaster always said, please don't do any physical exercise, but I couldn't control and I went for the badminton. So every day matters a lot. Benjamin Franklin said, write to your heart, every day is the best day of your year. So use that effectively and feel the change that you want in your life. With these words, I would like to hand over the stage, distinguished Toastmaster Roli Sinha. Over to you. You are on mute, Roli.
Yes, thank you. Okay, thank you so much, Toastmaster of the meeting. Before proceeding with the rest of the part of the conclusion, I'd like to ask the Toastmaster, the Tech Master, to launch the polls. First should be the, I think, best speech evaluator. I don't think that we did that one. Thank you. You just need, I think, one more person to vote. If any of you have missed voting because of being co-host or something, you can just let Toastmaster Jatin know. And we'll proceed to the best auxiliary role player poll now. I think we can end this poll. Tech Master, can you proceed to the next one, which is for the best role play? Thank you. We need at least 2 more people, 1 more person to vote, please. think we can proceed. And while the certificates are being prepared, we can just take feedback from our guests tonight. I'll start with Ekta. Toastmaster Ekta, would you like to share your feedback on this meeting? How do you think that we proceeded? What would you like us to improve?
Actually, I liked it very much. There were people were humorous. I did not know. Is it something which is being included lately, or is something which is special to this club? So I did not know about certain roles. So I was actually quite surprised and quite interested, and I especially loved how Santosh was very much into the theme, because as a TMOD, I was always accused to stray away from the theme. So I actually learned a lot from her today, and it was an amazing experience, and thank you for having me.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ekta. Yes, this is observational humorist is actually a role that is not very common in Toastmasters, but I have seen this role played in other countries, and we had introduced it in this club, I think in the year 2018, probably. And this is like a revival of the club, because when the virtual meeting started, we thought it's just going to be impossible to have this role as well. But now that we brought it in, and I've seen some of our members have like a fantastic sense of humor, I thought that they'll do very well. And so far, it's been going great. And thank you for being here today, Toastmaster Ekta. Can I get some feedback from you, Shatakshi?
It has been an amazing experience. That's what I could say. And earlier it was a Parker, and now I have halo over my head, which is which is kind of.
If you just like angle your device
Yeah,
a
it
little
is.
or
It is.
it'll be fine. Yeah.
Okay, I don't know. It's
Yeah.
not
But
helping me.
it's good to see the light shining on your head. It's nice.
Okay, so yes, it was a great experience. I have been hearing about Toastmasters lately, but couldn't actually get the chance to be part of it. But now, since this was my very first meeting, I am looking forward to attend more meetings, to interact with more people, and sorry, fellow Toastmasters, and learn more. And yeah, I hope I get over my fear of public speaking, because I can manage one-to-one conversation, but when it comes to public speaking, I often couldn't uh, alienate or line up my thoughts at a right time, just like everybody of you do, which is very commendable. So yeah, thank you everyone.
Thank you, Shatakshi. I used to be in a very similar situation like you before I joined Toastmasters. I was very comfortable talking to my friends or one-on-one situations, even with strangers. But put me on a stage, even in front of 5 familiar faces, and I would start panicking. And then I realized that when we are speaking to our members of the audience, it's best to treat them just like a good friend, and we speak to them, we look into their eyes, and we speak to them as if we've known them. And then the fear goes away, and just what the content that we want to share comes forth. So, but I still feel that the Toastmasters journey is invaluable. It has helped me transform not just as a speaker, but even as a person. The different perspectives that we get to see from people from all walks of life, like you can see, Bhavya is an architect, and Shubham is a chartered accountant, and so all of these people are bringing very different perspectives. They're coming from different places. Their backgrounds are very different. So it just opens you up and exposes you to a very different world that you may not have ever imagined. When you listen to their speeches, we get impressed by the way they are improving as a speaker, the way they are able to command our attention. But like, you won't get to hear about incubation outside, right? Because it's not something that you would really take the pains to do so. So the content that you're hearing is really invaluable. and full of surprises. So that's the best part that I like. How we are going to be surprised in the meeting. Thank you for so much for being here, and I hope that you do join a Toastmasters club. Thank you. Sumit, I hope that you have been convinced enough, and what would you like to ask us to change?
There's nothing that I would like to change. And yeah, sorry, Santosh, I could not reply to the message. There was an issue with my phone. She asked me regarding joining the club, and my phone, because of the rain, it got wet. So there was a problem. I could not reply to it post which the message got deleted because of WhatsApp. So yeah, I'm looking forward to joining the Toastmaster club. Please let me know what the process is. I'm not aware about it.
Sure, sure. So our Vice President membership is here, although he's been facing technical and network challenges all through the meeting, Toastmaster Alok Kujur. But I'm sure that if you just stay back for like 5 minutes after the meeting is concluded, we'll be happy to answer your questions. And we'll, of course, be sending you a detailed mail regarding the steps and the forms that you need to fill and all the information that you need to provide so that we can start the process of your membership. So thank you. So yeah. Okay, I'd like to ask our observational humorist if he has been able to prepare the certificates, or are we going to laugh all the way to the bank? Thank you.
Here it is.
Thank you. Thank you. Please go ahead.
So for the best table topic speaker, I would like to invite Satakshi Mishra.
Congratulations, Shatakshi.
So
I
much
hope
I don't know how did this happen. Thank you. Thank you,
you
everybody.
spoke from the heart, Shatakshi. I think that mattered every bit. It made all the difference. Thank you.
Thank you. Looking forward to
Yeah.
improve.
Congratulations again. And our best speaker, congratulations, distinguished Toastmaster Raj Mehta. It's been such a delight to listen to your speech and be informed of so many things that we don't really pay attention to. Thank you. I hope, yes.
Moving on, the best evaluator, the ninja of our club, super duper distinguished Toastmaster role listener.
Thank you.
Ninja of the
All my children get to see is the ninja chaku, but this is fine. Thank you. Can move on. Hey, Toastmaster Jatin Verma. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Moving on, the best role player, again the super duper ninja of a club, role listener.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
So, like, certificates will be less next time if we try to award our distinguished Toastmasters. That's it from my side.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Jatin. And with that, I bring our meeting to a closure, but I would like our family member, our coveted guest, and very respected member of the Toastmasters fraternity, distinguished Toastmaster Raj Mehta, to share a few words.
Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Rolisina, and all the members and the guests who are there in the meeting, for bearing me, for tolerating my speech, such a long speech. I would definitely be working again on this speech and will be delivering this speech on a topic which should be, it is easy to the audience. So incubation is something that is I have expertise in, but I would be now talking on a topic which in which you all have the expertise or the familiarity with. Secondly, I like each and every role played today, especially the role played by Jatin Verma, and also the speech given by Eddie. I feel he's a much more natural speaker than we are. So I am. So if I compare myself with Eddie, so I feel that he's more natural speaker than myself. And otherwise, all the roles and things were done very well. And thank you very much for taking me there. I would like to play some other role in the next meeting, of course.
Thank you so much, distinguished Toastmaster Raj Mehta. I'm so glad when I had first come in contact with distinguished Toastmaster Raj Mehta. Shortly thereafter, he became our division director, and since then, just like a parent, he has taken care of the OTM. And it's wonderful to have somebody like him who has more than 10 years of expertise in Toastmasters to guide us and to tell us how we can do something a little better, and make sure that we are constantly improving. So with that, I'd like to end this meeting, but which means that we end the recording, but we keep the channel open